So we are weighing in at 168 pounds and 3/4. We are 23 pounds, nearly 24 pounds above stage weight. And you're just watching me look at scales. Yeah, there's my reflection. Hi.
Good morning, ladies and germs. It's fucking freezing and I'm standing outside doing my first check-in of the year, physique-wise. Don't often look at myself in a gaining phase. I'm not really interested. And the reason why I'm not interested is because I know I'm not gonna look like, or not look the way I want to look. And it's just a part of the process. So trying to flick that switch and thinking, oh, right, what am I doing in the gym? Am I progressing in the gym? Yes, then your physique is gonna come along nicely. Or are you too worried about, oh my God, I'm holding on a little bit of fat in my stomach, whatever it may be. If you're thinking like that, you're never gonna progress. Trust me, you're always going to be small. So this is what I'm looking like, 168 pounds on the 7th of January. 7th of January, fucking gone quick. It's a week already into fucking January, wow. But this is what I'm looking like. That is what we're looking like. I'm not even going to look at what that's what I'm doing. I'm not even going to edit, I'm just going to put it in and you guys can be the judge. You can tell me whether I'm fat, whether I'm slim, whether I look good, whether I look shit. And my tripod was an ironing board. Isn't that right, boy? He's probably watching me going, what the fuck are you doing, George? I forgot how hard posing was. So I used to do like 3 or 4 rounds in the morning first thing. Struggling, out of breath just doing 1. So if you want to do some cardio, do your posing first thing. Does the job. Just on my way to the post office to send off some Yihimbine. I looked through my cupboard when I was back at home and I was thinking, Christ, I've got like 4 tubs of this Yihimbine, which sell for about 30 quid online. I've just been like sending it off to people that want it and just go, here you go, have some Yihimbine, because I'm definitely not going to be using it for a few years. This stuff actually, I don't know if it works or not. A lot of people have asked me that, like, does Yihimbine work? And I've used it, of course, on my prep, but I was in a calorie deficit as well. I did notice the effects of the Yihimbine when I was taking it. Like, I noticed my heart rate was just through the roof. Like, I would just sit there and I'd be fucking sweating. I'd be like ready to go. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight anyone. And on prep, that is really hard. Yeah, it's really difficult to say. But if you want some Yihimbine, message me and you might be lucky. I might send it to you. Yeah, that would do. So today, we're actually gonna try out, oh fuck, totally fucked it. We're gonna try out the Anova Pump Neuro, the stim-free pre-workout. You stay here and be a good boy, yes? Don't fuck up the house or eat any of my food, because that's what you normally do, don't you? You just eat my food, you little fucker. You stay here, rest up, and I'll take you out later, I promise you. All right? See you later, buddy. Love you. About to try the Anova Pump Neuro. I've tried the original Anova Pump, but I haven't tried the Neuro one, so we're going to see how this differs. I'm sure there's not crazy amounts of differences in here, but we're only just going to find out. Reason for using a non-stim is practically, like, I see a lot of individuals, including myself, I was really reliant on using caffeine in my gaining phase, and I always believe, and this is what I try and preach to my clients, is actually start to reduce your caffeine intake when you're in a gaining phase, because you don't necessarily need it. And what we need to remember is caffeine is a tool. Caffeine is going to provide us a benefit, whether that's, you know, elevating our heart rate, giving us energy when we're tired, for example. It's going to provide a benefit of some sort. And if you're using and abusing that in your gaining phase when you don't really need it, like, food should be your tool for energy when you're gaining body weight. Like, I'm eating nearly 600 grams of carbs. I don't need caffeine to get me through the day. So I try and reduce the amount of stims that I use. The only time I use caffeine at the moment is on my leg days, and then I'll use a non-stim on my push days, and then on my other days I won't even have anything at all. And it's very hard to do so to start with, but once you kind of flick the switch and not use caffeine, you're actually going to start getting a benefit from it. And when you do use caffeine, you will need, like, for example, when you're tired, when you need it, you're going to get a benefit instead of using it every single session. As well as that, for people that train in the evening times, like 6 o'clock and onwards or whatever, it's great. You know, non-stim pre-workout. You're not going to be up at like fucking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So many people I see. I fucking hate when this happens. I don't know why that does that.
But there we go. What awful, I don't know why brands do that. But like I said, like if you're training in the evening time, a non-stim pre-workout's gonna work really, really well because it's not gonna hinder your sleep. There's nothing worse than taking a pre-workout and then you're laying in bed trying to fall asleep at 2 o'clock and you're still buzzing off your tits from that pre. I've had that before and I've totally regretted that. Like, I think, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna take the pre, and then totally regret it when I'm laying in bed later. We've all done that, we've all been guilty. So this is, I believe, snow cone flavour. Snow cone reminds me of Monsters Inc. I think there was a scene where they had a snow cone. I might be completely wrong there, but we're gonna see what it tastes like. I'm putting so much shit in here. There we go, that'll do. Oh, I can't get the fucking thing. Come on then. Fuck, I bent the bloody thing trying to get it back in. How the fuck do you fit that in there? There we go. Okay, moment of truth. I put too much water in here, but it is what it is. Snow cone. Wow, pretty good to be fair. I don't know what snow cone tastes like. If anyone could recommend or suggest what it tastes like in the comments. So I can't actually put it to like a reference, like this tastes like this or this tastes like that. I don't know what it tastes like, but it does taste good. Use George 10 and I'll get you a nice little 10% discount. I can actually do those plugs now, that's pretty good, isn't it? I've never been able to do that really. You can taste like the chemical, not chemicals, but you can taste like the ingredients in it, sort of. Like, you know, it's a thick, dense feeling. But yeah, we're gonna go into the gym. It's chest and arms rotation at Atlas Gym. And then we're gonna fuck shit up, mate. We're gonna fuck shit up, mate. Fucking not switched on.
Just finished up my final warm-up. I see so many people waste or exert a lot of energy on the warm-up sets, which in all honesty doesn't contribute to anything. The working sets obviously do. So a typical example of what I did there was I did like 1 plate for a set of like 8, just one plate for a set of 8. Then I did 2 plates for a set of like 4, then I did 3 plates for 2 reps, and then I go into my working set. So I'm not really doing many warm-up reps, just getting a feel for the weight, and then looking to obviously when I do my working set, then that's when it matters. So you can see how we go with 3 and a 5 each side, so 3 plates and a 5 kilos each side. See how we go.
Me about leaving, I ain't leaving to my rambles.
If bro shouts me for a move, I won't ever scream why always me. Commit my life to the cause, to graft for the village. I'm always more than pleased, and when I secure that bag, break that down, ensure I feed my team. Cause round these sides is family first. Been that way from before a teen. No side trigger said he's got a lick, so I told little bro go land that shit quick. Guess gotta call up work and let them know I won't make that shift. Shit, boss just asked, how many shit's been missed? Must think I'm taking a piss. Prick, thinks I'm taking off sick, really taking off to go take a risk. If bro said he's got war, then suit up quick, ain't gotta do no talk. Grab my belly and some of my Zampac toe, investing along this sword. Might slap a you in the back of the boot. Ask that you where's funds are stored. If you don't compare, grab my knife. Several times this use getting bored, several times this use getting done. Don't do this for clout or fun, I do this to provide my village with funds. Try touch one of ours, you will get bun. Really do separate mums from sons, injecting flesh, then puncture lungs. If the shinobi gets summoned on you, we came to collect, so please don't stunt.
First exercise actually progressed, like my pressing is going up. I went through a phase where I was stalling a little bit on the old presses, and then all of a sudden it just picks up in progress. My best advice in those situations is just be a little bit patient with it. Just if you do stall, if you do maintain, it's not the end of the world, it will come. Just be a little bit patient with those side of things. So I actually added a rep on my top set. I added 2.5 kilos onto my second set and got 1 less rep, and I maintained my third set on the incline hammer. I then progressed on the flat Smith machine press. I did 110 for a set of 7, or 2 plates and a 5 each side. Probably not 110 for sure. And then I did a back off set of 92.5, a plate and a 15 and a 2.5. And I managed 13, so that was an extra rep and 2.5 kilos up, so we're progressing. We're now moving on to the narrow dumbbell press, a really good movement for the triceps. It's hard, it's difficult if you've never done it before, but it's something which I definitely recommend, chasing down those 50s on these fuckers.
make our bread, then reinvest. We don't even know how to flex. Taking risks for guns and chicks. That shit sounds way too dead. Dread. Imagine your boy sitting in pen, cause you want grab back and breast. Stress could never be one of our men. Could never be one of our men.
I'm a slave to the money and demons. I love getting my piece quick. Swing my shank and mean it. Back this blade and they'll scream leave him. I can never leave my bowl, that's treason. Kitty smoke and start tweaking.
Post-workout, similar to my pre, 50 grams of the Rule 1 whey protein, which is the lightly salted caramel flavour. Tastes like custard. Really tastes like custard. If you like custard, you're going to like that. And I'm also going to have a square bar, and I'm also going to eat a pack of dog food. That's a joke, that's for the dog. Of course, the goat. This one is the best. I can't believe people actually buy the marshmallow one after they've had something like this. The caramel and chocolate one is the best one. I'm then going to have actually some rice cakes, which are somewhere in there. And I'm also going to have one bagel. The missus just leaving shit here. Classic Weetabix. These used to make me shit myself. Luckily I don't eat them anymore. And Christ, the boxes are getting bigger, I tell you. They're playing right now.
I heard about that on the news. On the radio. Who the fuck is that?
That's my sister going, oh thanks, we'll give it a watch. Because I was recommending her good pictures on Dragon's Den, which we absolutely love. Don't me. You say that you go to work, but you're probably just out cheating. Your face then, you cheater. Bruv, get your hands off in it.
Do you want me to flip it this way then?
Bruv,
Fucking break it fully?
I can buy 6 of him. How much do you cost you, by the way?
100 bar.
100?
Yeah.
I could buy 12 of him then. For the same price as this.
Fucking do
12
it.
of him.
Do it.
I'll just close it, I know you wanna. There you go. Well done, what'd you get out of that? Now you're taking the fucking piss, bruv. Now you're taking the fucking piss.
I'll fucking dash it on the floor. Oh, you do with my tablet? What's that? What's that?
There you go, exposing Jordan when he beats up girls.
Yeah, he does.
Beats up his girlfriend.
This is what he does. No, please don't.
By the way, I still go to the gym and yeah, you probably can't even see.
Yes, you fucking can.
Oh.
Look at that big old hole. Oh,
Yeah.
can't speak.
Twat, 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 twat,
So fucking weird. Fucking weirdo. And all this is his shit. Just in case anyone fucking thinks we're tramps.
Someone in our latest video said about how can you live in that living room?
Mate, I don't. Do you think I'm happy about that little section? Do you think I'm actually happy about this? My living room looked completely different before you entered the yard.
I've left my...
You've defo left your stamp on here. Look at it.
Yeah, I left my stamp, you know, that's my trait. I get that from uni. I used to be really clean before I went to uni. Then I went to uni, just fucking got into uni life and just left it in a shithole. I'm actually out of breath from just punching.
Can't relate. I didn't go uni.
Nah, too thick.
I'm still smarter than you.
Off seasons, they are hard. They are really difficult. Both mentally, physically, every single aspect of it is hard. I've really struggled in the past to accept gaining body fat. Like I've spent so many time yo-yoing post-diet phases or post-prep where I would, you know, play around with eating more food, then I'd do more output, then I'd do less food, more output, and it's just constantly going around in a vicious circle and I'm not making any progress. But unfortunately, you have to sacrifice, you know, the leanness that you have. Like I look back at my my physique when I was on prep. I look completely different to what I was on prep now. It's hard to accept, but like I said, it's what's going to take me a step forward in terms of what I'm doing. And I've said to you before, stop caring about what you are looking like and focus on the logbook. Of course, you need to monitor your body fat. You don't want to be going crazy high and, you know, getting super out of shape, but you have to get a little bit out of shape in order for you to take your physique to the next level. You have to be pushing new body weights in order for you to get new, like, I can't be 140 pounds for the rest of my life. I have to push above, which is my all-time high, about 180 pounds. I have to push above that in order for me to take my physique to the next step. And that's how you progress constantly, especially as a natural as well. It's very difficult to progress your overall physique, and it takes ages and ages. But if you commit to it and do it for the long game, then you will see the results, hands down about it. Comment down on my phone if you've watched the whole thing. I appreciate everyone that's watching me. Happy New Year as always, and I just want to say thank you for all the love and support on my previous video about the sponsorship. I wouldn't be in this position without you, simple as that. Anyway, lots of love. Stop being gay, stop being fucking all soppy, oh, feel sorry for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.